Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, where our despair is not leaving anytime soon. We're ready for the second class trial, but before I do that, we need to do some pet maintenance. Because I'm trying to remember if the next growth is a third stage of the life cycle, or if it leaves. I'm gonna give it some of my presents I can't give to anybody else. Like the end of chapter stuff, the souvenir stuff, you can't give that away. So I might as well see if I can use it on my pet. If there is a third... Nope, too valuable to give away. Can't even give it to the pet. Okay. What if I use this? Yeah, give that. Because I'm not going to be able to give it to the person anyway. Do I have anything else I can give? Well, I do. I've actually got a couple things I can give. I'll give this one. I don't think I'm going to turn that in to who that belongs to. I'll give the final thing. Whatever. I've come this far, there's no turning back. Because if this is an opportunity to get one of the rare pets, I want it. Alright. If not, if it just leaves, it might leave me something good. Alright, to Monokuma Rock. Maybe it's worth it to do a quick trip around the island. That's a good point. How many steps did I just use? That was at 103. Oh! Oop! I need to flush. Oh, hell yeah. We'll just do a quick trip around the island. That'll take care of the pet. Speaking of taking care of pets. Step, 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 step. What up, robot? And burb, and there we go. Alright, are you growing or leaving? Oh, you're leaving me an egg. Okay, so you're gone for good. Alright. It wants to give me something. I got 100 mana coins, raw moon, and coconut juice. I'll take the 100 mana coins. Oh, bye, Snake-a-me. Okay, so I'm gonna basically abandon this pet. I'm gonna be like really a bad pet father. I'm not even going to be paying attention to its poop. I want that one to be as full of despair as possible. Because only when it is at maximum despair will I get the pet I'm actually going for. Seeing the snake barf up an egg was creepy. You know what? I'll go with that. Hello, lady. Monokuma Rock. No, let me go. Help me. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Why you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing little girls. This is a creepy-ass way to start. What's going on?
Sheesh.
Hiyoko is trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's still trying to wrap her in a full Milsim. Hey, Porke, you missed too much. Yeah, you missed, like, all of Chapter 2. We're about to start the Chapter 2 class trial. How you doing today? I need to check something real quick, just to ease my mind. Yeah, okay. Should be fine. You know what? Let's do this just to be sure. I'm not gonna use that. Yep. delete that. There we go. At least I know it fucking happens. Also, I did not burn the turkey. I almost did. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, making me waste my sweet ass time. Oh, it's a long story, poor kid. Don't listen to him. I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner, that's all. And my turkey turned out just fine. Nick's just giving me shit. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment. That is what I do. He pisses me off. Insert Kokichi Sprite. Oh! I forgot about this. Eek! His anger changed his form. I'm right here. Strong Monokuma. Monokuma swole. We'll just appreciate this for a few minutes here while I take a drink. Ah, refreshing. You do that. Here, I'll let you have another opportunity. And there you go. Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastard!
At least he doesn't have a dick. He might. It's just like a family game. I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Yeah, or something. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway.
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
See ya later!
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap! I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit!
Alright, you do that. If you don't have enough power, it is totally a family game. If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
So it begins. The beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. First episode of the stream is always rough with me trying to do the voices. I have to warm up. That's right, I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Alright, you're gonna make me click on this. Click. Roar. Oh, no, the thing isn't posting.
you're so evil!
Eek! No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, the most brutal taste. Somehow, I moved my muscles, stiff from fear nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. That's called vertigo. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, it just pops. A rumbling sound filled the room and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Come on, this isn't that dramatic. Just one of you's gonna die. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Aim! Defeat the boring routine.
So,
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. I need to check something real quick. One moment. Something just happened. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. I heard something crash in the background, and then I got up. Once I got up, I woke Boo up, and it was already, it's 5:30, close enough to give her a treat. So I took care of that, so we're good. We're good to go now. Kill time? To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
The purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiro Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. I feel like we read this already. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us? There's an imposter among us! I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say it's probably not the dead people. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair. Clearly it was Terra. It was always Terra. Has begun. Yeah, let's save. Pre-challenge prep. Alright, I don't think I've got any new skills because I've been spinning my hope fragments. It's gonna be interesting to see how much of this trial I remember. Yep, no new skills. Finish preparations. Let's go. All rise!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
You gotta remember, they always do this because this is originally for a mobile game, so like, you know, this is user-friendly. Just to remind people why you're here in case it's been some time since you picked up this game.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
But if you pick
the
the
wrong
wrong
person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
No, it's the best rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome Murder Case.
I gotta admit, that's like 10 out of 10 game right there.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
You just want to discuss the game.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
Do your homework.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Clearly the worst thing ever. The worst fate. You all lost the game. It's all about the game and how you play it.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D. Who could forget Girl E, and everybody's favorite, Boy F. And the high school girl who was killed at the beginning, who you guys will not recognize, but I like had a total holy shit moment the first time I saw her. You guys will too when we get to Danganronpa 3. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player is able to control is Girl A. The true identity is probably Mikan.
I see! Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
I don't think the right to be forgotten was actually a thing when this game was made.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was Girl B.
I see!
Good old Girl B.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hyoka.
Girl V was short and a bitch. That's you, Hyoka.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. Clearly, it was Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Let's ignore that. Girl D, there's always one person who always had a camera with him, and that was my hero. It was Monokuma! That was my hero.
I see!
Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Guy Fuyuhiko!
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
Always gets me that the Digimon Emperor is cussing.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Is that how you say it? I'm never gonna remember that. Also, somebody over here is all settled in with a tummy full of tuna because she had her own Thanksgiving dinner. And now she's all drowsy. So she's happy.
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll.
Chizuryu.
The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyota, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Alright, Kuzuryu. Let's see if I can remember that.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. But that's not what my mind wants to do. My mind wants to, like, I guess kind of ignore the zoo, or at least blend it. Will it blend? And it doesn't because my tongue is bad. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's probably because he had a little sister. He had a double role. It's a bug. Little sister.
I can prove it with this.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
It's like the opposite of you.
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no
I did
doubt
not press
that
the
Guy F
button
had
there.
a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Did you notice, player? I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character I could see in the game that I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is the high school girl who died at the beginning.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Yeah, I'm not
Based
doing
on
anything.
Guy
I
F's
don't,
tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister.
I don't know why it's just flashing back like that. I'm not pressing any of the buttons, so I hope you can read fast.
So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, You said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's
You
just
have,
a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
Why does it look like your head's got ringworms?
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Ibuki's just happy to be here.
I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
But unfortunately, he is.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Starting?
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
Goddamn, I love you, Gundam.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Are you guys doing your stupid comedy bit again?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
Monomi is such a fucking dramatic read.
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Because Girl E was the sister! Because she interfered with the murder! Because she witnessed the murder! Or because she was a murderer!
I see! The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
Boo is so enthralled she's fast asleep.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
She likes drawing maps. She probably loves, dungeon diving games. Map making's a big thing.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
There you go. I don't know why I talk. I just need to sit here and push buttons.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs
God
have a
damn it.
first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
Wow.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then
Oh,
I'll start explaining.
we hurt her feelings. Good job, Dick.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head.
Still like, this really captures my inner what the fuckness when I first saw this model.
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Megiddo is so fucking dramatic.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
I love how Terotiro's got a fork and knife over his portrait. There aren't many of them, but there are a few custom X's on the death portrait, and it's a really nice touch.
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who is waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. And with that, it seems like we're going to be going into our first round table discussion. So this seems like a good opportunity to call it an episode for YouTube here. So, thank you so much for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed your song, let me know, give me a like, leave me comments, remember to subscribe. And YouTube, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Twitch, you're gonna be here all night, so we'll keep going in a minute.